Hey guys, welcome to our channel. Yeah, so we've been doing some sky stuff that's weird to me, and I think definitely I thought was a Mandela. I think a lot of it is a Mandela effect because I don't think any of this stuff used to go on. In fact, I know it didn't because I kept my eye on the sky, and I wish I had my old telescope now. But um, I wanted to talk about the sun for a minute. I know we've talked about it. I know I've put videos on it. But this is a Mandela effect that's already been covered a long time ago. But and why would I cover it? Well, I think I got something. So the orange sun versus the white sun. All right, I'm going to provide some links to some photos, and I'm going to provide a link to I think Stanford.edu or something along those lines that will explain why the sun looks orange, and it all has to do with smoke and clouds and atmosphere and blah blah blah. But that's not. I remember, man. I used to spend, my summer afternoons at the swimming pool, swimming, and you at rest breaks you'd lay out, and I can tell you right now, the sun wasn't white; it was orange. I remember it being orange at least when I was a kid, and you're looking in the 80s. And so I decided, I knew for a fact the sun was orange in 1988. So I searched a picture of the sun in 1988 and found one orange and round like I remember it. But of course it was through smoke, right? Because there was a lot of smoke back in Nebraska in the summer. Anyway, so I found several photos of the orange sun, and then a couple of photos of what the sun looks like now with this white awkwardly shaped thing that we got going on. And then of course I showed you the sun patterns, and I've also linked you up with Germany's artificial sun that they actually lit publicly. And I've been kicking around, and I tried to year by year the sun, but again all I see is the orange sun and the smoke and clouds, not in the sky, which is bizarre to me. And I even notice when I go outside, it looks like a white spotlight on the trees, and that was never a thing. I don't know when it became a thing exactly, but I've been toying with theories on why this would be yellow sun versus white sun. Why would we all of a sudden have an artificial sun? Why would they do that? Well, psyops, yeah, sure, why not? I mean, get us to believe fake things are real and real things are fake, right? So that they can that they can dictate to us what's real and what's fake. I've Googled the year that I was born, 1977, for an image also here, guys. And before I forget about this, I'm going to link it, and I'm going to go find it real quick because what I was looking at, yeah, right here. So what I was looking at, and I'm going to post up the link to the photo, and it goes to a video. So, so I'm not sure, but what you're going to have is a little white thing in front of a big orange thing. And I don't know if if that video was probably not taken in 1977, in spite of what it says. I'm going to give it that much. But my point was, one of my theories was they knew the sun was burning out, so they had to do something. And so, to cover that up, put an artificial sun up, and here, I've got what appears to be the white artificial sun in front of a big orange sun that I remember. And what happened to the sun? I don't know. I mean, are they just hiding it as a psyop? Did it burn up? That I'm not sure of. But what I definitely know is that it wasn't white in the sky to your eyes like they're going to explain in this thing. And so I guess the point of this video was I was trying to find a point at which they used this artificial sun they patented in the 50s. And of course you run out of photos at some point and you don't know what's what. But it's definitely different, and I wanted to post this one of the one in front of the other and just see what anybody thought. And I want to do a real complicated video coming up here, but I'm not. Now we've come up to so much other stuff, and that's, I mean, stuff like Project Bluebeam, and I gotta I'm trying to tie that. And by the way, they patented that holographic technology in the 80s. So my fiance and I think the moon that we see is fake too. We can sit there and watch it wobble and warp with our own eyes. My camera won't catch it. And her camera will catch weirdness in it, but then you could always attribute it to the camera not being able to handle the light, lens flare, blah, blah, blah. If I can get a camera that zooms, I'll be able to, if anybody saw the moon wave, and I forget the guy that did it, apparently the video got taken down at some point. I think it's back up, but I don't know what's with this holographic stuff. I don't even know, but definitely the sun used to be orange and not white. So I guess that's where I'm at with it. I mean, I'm redoing this. I mean, this has been covered. I get that. But I think it's important to cover it before I move on with my video that ties things together. So I'm recovering it in my own words, I guess. So that's it, guys. Thumb me up if you remember the orange and yellow sun in spite of smoke or atmospheric conditions. The sun was just round and orange, and you can thumb me right down if you remember that the sun's always been a weird shape and white. And I'm going to let that go at that. And if you haven't seen my Project Bluebeam one, I know it hasn't got a lot of views, but I would recommend it because it's gonna play a big part in this whole thing I'm gonna tie together soon. So hopefully someone checks that out. Um, and again, guys, thanks for your subscriptions, all your thumbs up, thumbs down, and comments. And I don't know why some comments are making me review it. I just caught on to that, and I'm sorry, guys, for that. I had no idea that they made me review comments or certain comments. I don't know why, but I caught on to that. So now hopefully I'll catch comments that are up for review for whatever reason, and I will likely do most comments or all comments. So anyway, guys, thanks for everything you guys do, and have a great rest of your day. Hopefully I'll get another video out.